Hey guys, it's Cam with Graphic Tailored. Just landed in Paris and I am going to take you watch shopping with me. So let's go check out some of the best vintage watch shops in Paris. The first shop is actually called Landauer Jewelry, and I actually just stumbled across this shop. I almost missed it because there was all this scaffolding out front, but the window quickly drew me in. The cool thing about vintage watch shopping in Paris is all of the stock is in the window, and Landauer had some really amazing watches. Things that you kind of wouldn't see in some of the higher end stores, vintage Omegas, some Cartier, some Lip, some really interesting pieces that I'm a huge fan of. They were super nice. I went into the shop and I pulled some selects to look at them closely. They had this really cool Longines and a cool lip that really caught my eye. Very cool shop, highly recommend you check it out. Next I headed over to Reia watches. Reia is probably one of the most famous vintage watch dealers in all of Paris. The orange window displays are eye-catching, and they also have a great eye for vintage watch-related memorabilia. One of my favorite sections of the store is the vintage Cartier section, as they have an astounding selection of vintage Cartier at the shop. I wandered over to another showcase to find a couple of gold Daytonas, including this John Player Special Paul Newman, reference 6241. We love a stone dial, don't we? I absolutely loved this Onyx Day-Date. This early and very rare Breguet diver was also a showstopper for me, as was this Breguet Type 20 that had taken on an absolutely insane chocolate brown patina. Here's a close-up of that 6241 Paul Newman in yellow gold, absolutely stunning. The original Cartier Monopoussoir, amazing. I literally could have spent all day at Reia. Thank you, Julian, for pulling everything for us and making us feel right at home. If you are in Paris, definitely check out Reia, but we've got limited time and we've got to head over to our next shop. Next, we head over to Antoine De Mesado. I didn't know this at the time, but I think there's actually two shops. One that is more modern, as Antoine De Mesado is a retailer for Longines and Tudor, and then I think there's actually a vintage shop. So this was the more modern shop, which was still very beautiful, and they did have some vintage stuff on display. The shop was beautiful and very well organized. I think most of the vintage is in the other shop, but they did have some very cool pre-owned watches, including some Omega, some Jaeger-LeCoultre, and some Breguet, as well as some Patek. Overall, very nice shop. And if you were looking for some modern stuff, they are a modern retailer for Tudor for sure, I think alongside of Blancpain and Longines, among a few others. Next up, we literally head over to the smallest watch shop I've ever experienced in my life. It's called Mont Mania, and it is literally the smallest watch shop I think in Paris, but also was my favorite watch shop in Paris. He says to me, "We don't carry Rolex here," and I absolutely loved it. It was an amazing selection of Dodane Type 21s, Omega watches, there were some Tudors, and this was my favorite watch of the trip, this Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso, very early vintage example. They also had some Crotons and some other really cool watches, including this JLC, which was kind of a take almost on, I think maybe like a Nautilus of the era. Super cool stuff, highly recommend them. Super awesome tiny shop. Just down the way, we head over to the beautiful watch. We didn't go inside, it was at the end of the day, and it was about 105 degrees in Paris, so I just did some window shopping. Super cool shop, and of course, like all watch shops in Paris, great window display. They had some really cool day dates, and they also had a really nice 1016 Explorer 1. I'm going to definitely come back and spend some more time here. It was just getting towards the end of the day, and after walking around all day in the Paris heat, it was time to call it quits. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If I missed any watch shops in Paris, let me know in the comment section below. I will see you in the next one.